Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called What Happens to the Real Estate Market 24 Hours After the Economy Collapses. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Here's a very interesting hypothetical question for you. What happens to the real estate market 24 hours after the economy collapses? Well, that depends on how the economy collapses. We're going to describe a hypothetical economic simulation that we did to get the answer to just those questions. In this forecasting simulation, let's assume that the market and the economy are hit by a seismic series of events that all occur within a 24-hour period. Let's assume that the stock market, which is already hyper manipulated, drops by more than half. Let's assume that interest rates continue to be driven up deliberately and for all the wrong reasons. Next, let's assume that the banking sector begins to implement a modified bail-in, which affects some of the public, but not all. Just for those people who don't know, a bail-in is when the banks are legally allowed, because of financial troubles of their own, to reach into your bank accounts and seize your money. Now, the FDIC says they'll supposedly guarantee your money, but they're allowed by law to take up to 99 years to pay your money back. Think about that. What do you think the dollar will be worth in 99 years? Now, when the public begins to find out that some people are having their bank accounts seized, but that others are not, then this will start a run on the banks, the likes of which the country has never seen before. Why is that? Because we've had banking collapses throughout American history in the past, but never has it happened when Americans had the internet or access to social media. Years ago, you could lie to the public and bank account holders, but that will be much more difficult this time because of how quickly and easily information can be disseminated over the internet about what's going on. Also, we suspect that it won't be called a bank failure or a bail-in this time. We suspect that they're going to call it something else. A hacking event, a foreign intrusion, a virus attack of some sort. We suspect they'll call it anything but what it really is. Now, let's say all these hypothetical events occur within a pre-planned 24-hour window. Then what? Well, if that happens, then we believe that real estate transactions will freeze. We believe that countless people who are planning to close on their real estate purchase or sale will suddenly cancel the closing. They'll say that they plan on rescheduling, but they won't really do that because the events triggered by all of this will just continue to escalate. Once sellers realize how massive these events are, then the sellers will try and induce the buyers to come back to the closing table with lower prices, but this won't be enough. Why? Because now lenders will begin canceling the mortgage rates and the interest rates that were locked in for the buyers, and this will start another massive series of problems. If you were given an interest rate lock of, say, 7% for your mortgage for your new house, and then they cancel it and tell you that they have to raise it to 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 because of exigent circumstances, what do you think will happen? Well, some lenders will evaluate the landscape and decide, for the time being, we're not going to give you any interest rate lock for anything. They may cancel all their mortgage offers and just sit back and wait until things settle down. This means you may have had a mortgage before the closing, but now you have nothing because the lenders have been scared off by these strange circumstances, and so there's no interest rate lock and there's no mortgage. If this should happen, then the real estate market will seize up and all non-cash offers and transactions will freeze. What about cash deals? What will happen to them? Well, there will be two types of all-cash real estate deals. The first one will be comprised of real estate buyers wanting to purchase real estate for cash as quickly as they can because the US dollar is going to decline dramatically in value and lose much of its buying power. So they want to unload that paper as much as they can, as quickly as they can, by using it to buy a home. The other group will be comprised of people who wish to purchase real estate with cash because they want to get out of the stock market and other markets as quickly as possible. They believe that the stocks will soon become completely worthless and they will want to sell them and replace them with real brick and mortar assets. Once they convert to real brick and mortar assets, hard assets, then they'll feel that they'll be able to preserve or hang on to some of their wealth. Now, mind you, a lot of people will be so afraid that they won't do anything with real estate. But in doing so, they'll just see their cash continue to lose value and buying power because of the rising inflation and rising interest rates. So that won't be a total solution for them, and it may not be any kind of solution. People who sit back on the sidelines and do nothing will see their money either frozen or seized and their accounts taken, or they'll see it quickly lose buying power. Now, while this is going to be manipulated, the news media will attempt to convince the public that things aren't really as bad as they seem. The FDIC is there. They're going to protect your money. But guess what? The FDIC may take 99 years to refund your money. The whole system is designed to confuse the public and prevent them from running to the banks in droves. It'll be disguised to give insiders more time to get their money and assets out of the system before it's too late. Now, keep this in mind. We're hearing that they're only going to seize bank accounts of some people, not all people. But that's not going to help. In reality, it'll accelerate the crash. Why? Because once the public realizes they're being lied to, they'll stampede the banks, the grocery stores, and commerce in general will slow down dramatically or just seize up. So while the first 24 hours of an economic collapse will be really hard, what follows could easily turn into a Mad Max movie. So what can you do? Well, we don't give financial advice, but here's what we see insiders and the super wealthy doing already. They're pulling their wealth out of some institutions and they're buying cash flow generating assets. They're buying gold and silver like never before. They're pulling cash out of their accounts and they're hiding it just in case things get worse than they thought they ever could. They're storing their cash in vacuum sealed packages and then putting them in waterproof and rust-proof containers designed to prevent their money from getting rotted out by the water. This will soften the real estate market and begin to accelerate the drop in prices of homes in this sector. So what will happen to the real estate market 24 hours and more into the economic collapse? Well, we believe it'll freeze up. We believe most transactions will fail. We believe that real estate prices will continue to drop quickly. And we believe a growing percentage of real estate properties will become impossible to buy or sell for years to come. Needless to say, let's hope this hypothetical forecast never occurs. But when we watch the news and the world events continue to unfold, then we think it's better to be prepared than sorry, just in case. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to spread the word about the show. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.